Hello once again, and welcome back to the evolution of the live stream route here on the NJP Vlogs and Stuff channel. This is part 5, as you can see, and we take our customary flyover of the layout as it existed at the time of this recording anyway. And once again, I am taking a compilation of all of the different parts that we've done on the live streams, and I've done a lot of off-camera work on this layout as well. But rather than having you guys look through all of the live streams and trying to figure out where in the heck these parts took place, I put them all into one collection here, and this will be on the playlist of the evolution of the live stream route once we get everything put together here. So this episode is kind of a special one. We've got a couple of events going on. One event that I've never tried before, and it was my maiden voyage with it, so you'll have to bear with me on that one. So what are we doing this time? And we also actually came up with a name for the beginning city here on the eastern end of the layout. So here is the this is a part of it that up until this point you guys hadn't seen on the live stream route, because this was something that I was doing completely off camera. It was basically started life out as a test layout, and I thought it looked pretty decent. It's got some nice features on it, and a little lumber mill that I wanted to put in there. I was trying to figure out a way that I could incorporate these features into the main live stream layout. And then I discovered a feature that exists in trains that I didn't actually ever notice before for some reason. But anyway, I'm going to turn it over to the live stream audio as we look at this. What is the meaning of this blank section here? Well, here I am to describe what is going on the live stream. What I wanted to point out is there's a function on here where you can merge two routes together. So I go to the main menu and go down this thing here, and this, where is it? Merge route. Now what happens here is when you merge the route, both routes lose their identity, but they become one route. So when I do this, merge route, I can take any of these, Mount Kudma, test route 01, any of these test routes, and put them in there. Now this is the one we were just on before, test, right there. And if I hit the check mark, it'll show the route on there. Alright, now it shows as red because it wants to merge into a place where it's not supposed to merge. So if I remember right, I can just pick that up and move it. Or maybe I have to move this one. Oh, yeah, I have to do... That's lined up right with that. Now, if I hit the check mark on... Well, actually, I would have to merge layers, it says. But if I okayed this, both of those routes would actually become one route now. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do this? Should I make this all one big, humongous route? Whoops, I moved it the wrong way. This is what it would look like when it's all put together now. I have decided on a name for the city in the route. I'm going to name it after one of my favorite golf courses. It's going to be River Bend. So you're saying do it. Hit the button and make it happen. Are we 100% sure we want to do this? This is going to be I'm going to move that out just a little bit more. I want to leave room, because see, the river comes down through here, and I want to make sure I got room to. The river's on this side and the tracks are on this side here. On this side, the tracks are over on this side where the river is. So I want to make a way so I can transition them across there. So I know, another voiceover, but yeah, I took my sweet time on this because I really wanted to make sure that I had a majority opinion on the viewing audience. So let's go back and find out what it was. No, it does not keep the original layouts. So once it's done, it can't be undone. Both layouts will lose their identity. They will become one layout. So once I hit that check mark on the right corner here, whatever happens from there happens for better or for worse. So we need to think long and hard about this. Do we really want to do this? We can. If we don't want to, we can still back out of it. So taking a little bit of just in case something goes wrong, and something could go wrong, who knows. I haven't actually personally ever tried this before, so I watched a YouTube video on it. Let's hope it doesn't break anything. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right. It's done. It's done and it cannot be undone. Okay. Well, this is the original live stream route right over here. There's River Bend. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, it's just slow rendering is all. Scared me for a moment there. Okay, everything looks good over here. I don't see any anomalies so far. City is still there, still intact. Everything over here is good. We didn't do anything on this end of the layout, so that's good. Yep, there's no turning back. Oh, where's the roundabout? Oh, there it is. I thought it disappeared. There's the end of the world of the actual live stream route. Now, this is the blank panel that I put in there. See what I mean by the tracks are on opposite sides here? And here is the other layout that we were just on, the test layout. With all the farmers' fields, there's the big lake, the lumber mill, and yeah, this is neat. And it doesn't seem to have broken anything on here either, which is awesome. Wow. One lone locomotive sitting by itself there. Get myself all set up the way it's supposed to be. Okay, there's north. Of course, north. There's snow up there. Right. Yep, we just need to connect the tracks, and that's going to be a fairly simple thing to do. We'll go into topology. We'll put a piece right there. There we go. Okay, now the two layouts are connected. Now, it's going to look a little bit messed up for a while, but I'm definitely going to have to drop in another panel over here, or a board, or whatever you call it. Definitely going to need this. And as we jump once again into time lapse, you can see I dropped the panel or the board in there, and trying to find the right height to go with the base on that for a baseline. Decided on that. Filled out the whole board and made it all that height, which still isn't quite high enough to cover the hills over there yet, but we can always use the plateauing tool to bring that in, just as I'm doing right here, as you can see. Now it is decision time. I have a new idea coming up here, so bear with me. So that's working. All right. Now my idea here is possibly I'm going to make another long tunnel, and I'm going to connect a track here, run it off this direction here through a tunnel. It's going to have to make a valley down through here, take the tracks all the way along this side of the river, right along the edge of the river once again, and then we'll cross the river someplace along here. We'll connect back up with the main line over here, just outside of Mooncrest Village. What do you think? I think that'll work, Methuselah? I'm hoping. I'm definitely hoping. I guess the question is, now that you know what my plan is to do with this, do you want me to do it during the live stream here, or would you like me to do this off camera and then show you the results? This is the live stream route, so we need to kind of keep that in mind, but it gets to be so long and tedious. I do understand that. So trying to keep things moving along here, and there's a lot of repeating that has to go on when you're doing these kind of things. So I know it's up to you guys. If you guys want to watch me do the whole shebang, I can do that. But it will make for some really long segments in the stream. All right. And I believe I'm going to have to add on another... Yes, I do need to add another board on right here. This is turning into quite the project here. And off we go into another time lapse as I start terraforming the area here, getting ready for the tunnel that we just talked about on the live stream audio part of it, and making sure everything is flat and level, because Trek's going to join up there just to the left side there. Well, now we're going to level it off on this end where the tunnel comes out of the hill, and make a little, actually kind of make a little valley in there. So I guess that it's time to place the tunnel in there and see what we're going to actually be dealing with here. as we work this out. There we go. Now we're putting the tunnel in, and these tunnels are really screwed up on trains because it's very, very hard to get them to do a graceful turn inside. I had to put a couple of additional vertices, or vertices, whatever it's called, in that tunnel in order to make it do it. And it still didn't want to curve quite the way. Now, that way actually worked real well. Didn't poke out of the hill or anything like that. But look which way the tunnel's facing. This is a problem, so I tried attaching a track to it. Well, that didn't work either. So back to the vertices we go, put another vertex in there, and finally got it to go like that. It's a really awkward curve in there, though, but it did work, and we finally got the tracks all connectificated up here, trying to figure out, there we go, we got the correct track in hand now, and there we go. We now have the junction to connect Mooncrest with what will become Winterhaven. And underneath the surface, again, we got quite a bit of stuff there. Back to the valley area here, and this area actually turned out pretty good. Now, the next frame we're going to look at was several days later after I did quite a few hours worth of work in here. But as you can see, it really looks pretty cool in here. We've got the waterfall in the background and stuff like that. And I really like the way this area turned out. There's a little bit more work needs to be done, maybe a lot more work, but I actually like the way this looks in here with the way the hills came out and stuff. And I think once we get some trees and stuff in there, I think this is going to look pretty darn cool. Okay, as we set our sights to the north of where we've been working here, I've also been doing some work up in this area here, expanded the layout way to the north here, and kind of made a little lake over here with an island in it, and ran the tracks through a gorge that I cut in the hills there, and took the tracks kind of through a little valley area here as we go up probably close to a 2% grade up to the tunnel over here, and it comes out over on this side. And that is significant, as you'll see in later episodes, that the tracks somehow migrated. So anyway, through the tunnel we go, and out we come into Winterhaven. Hello. Yes, Winterhaven. And at this point, it's just that with the little loop to turn the train around and head it back down to down to Mooncrest. So that part of the line is complete. And this is kind of what it looks like from far away. And yeah, the layout has really grown by now. Meanwhile, we are back in Mooncrest now once again. And here's the Arby's. Oh, gosh, Arby's. Good stuff. And a Burger King and some random pieces of road for whatever reason are there. So this is downtown Mooncrest. More kind of commercial and industrial. More shopping on this end of town. Oh, gosh, shopping. Yes. And we get the Target store over there and the Best Buy. You can flip the camera on. There you go. Now you can see the Target store. It looks like a Target store, large parking lot and stuff. Lots of shopping going on that end of town, and other commercial activity going on down through here. A little bit of industry over here. There's the village square there, or town square, I guess we could call it. It's not really a village anymore. Mooncrest, we dropped a village off it and just call it Mooncrest now. And the Carnival Park, as I like to call that. And a little bit of everything, a little bit of something for everybody here, even some industry in town, and they are already actually working. There's boxcars lined up there waiting to be loaded up with their goods and shipped on down the line. This side of the tracks I want to keep more residential as we kind of look at the high school and stuff, and that's Mooncrest. And from Mooncrest, we'll go back to Riverbend. Hello. Yes, back to the scrapyard, actually. We're looking for junk. Yes, junk. It's hard to find good junk in trains for some reason. Scrap stuff and trying different things to see if they're going to work in there. Just not finding a whole lot, but a little bit anyway. We want to get the scrapyard really populated with junk. I mean, yeah, it's a junkyard. Put junk in it. And it looks like I'm going to probably have to go to the download station and see if I can find some suitable junk to put in there. I just didn't want those wheels there. Yeah, so off we go looking for junk. And this building over here is some kind of a distribution center, I believe. Oh, it's of course, what else would it be but a Walmart distribution center? Congratulations to Almer Gooser, 3 million safe miles. I just had to say that. Yes. This actually looks vaguely somewhat like the distribution center we got over here at not too far from where I live, actually. Except ours has more truck doors and stuff on it. Oh, this has got a railroad track? Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. I did not realize this had a railroad yard with it. If I can figure out how to work this darn thing. Oh, it's cool. You can go in here and look around. Well, sort of. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm easily amused or amazed, whichever way you want to look at it. Let's see. Huh. Interesting. Top of the screen, east would be to the left, or to the right, and west is to the left. South is, of course, down. So, and yet, in case you want an overview of the whole layout here, this thing has really, really, really grown. Yeah. It's quite... it's become quite the project here, actually. This is going to become something that's not going to be just months. This is going to be years in the makes here. In the workings. All right, so there's River Bend. This is where it all started. This whole thing all started on this board right here. There we go. This one right here that we're zooming in on right now. This was where this whole railroad started, right on this little square that I'm standing on. That's in the middle of the road, and I'm about to get run over by a car. I better move. There we go. A little scary there, but... and they don't stop. They just drive right through you. And with that, I think we're going to do the closeout on this video here. This is section number 5, or part number 5 of the live stream route, evolution of the live stream route. And I hope you're enjoying this series. I'm surely enjoying putting it together for you guys. And I definitely appreciate you guys watching this. So I'm going to get out of here. I will talk to you guys in the next portion, which will be part 6. Until we talk again, of course, as always, whatever it is you do in life, keep on doing what it is you do.